Poor souls. Stuck, trying to remember their passwords. If only there was a way that didn't involve 12 to 16 upper and lowercase letters, numbers, and special characters. Oh wait, there is.
Go without
passkeys.
them.
Passkeys make signing into your favorite websites faster.
Yeah, just use your finger.
You can even sign into your account from a nearby device. So you can get right back to shopping.
People sicken me.
Selling. I don't know what you're selling, but I'm buying. Listening. Country fan, huh? Well, giddy up. And streaming. Spoiler alert. Just kidding. Easy, right? Learn how to get passkeys for your apps and websites at passkeycentral.org. Oh, sorry, my bad. Free yourself with passkeys.
Welcome everyone to the Hurting Humanity channel. It is very important that we continue to pay attention with all the craziness going on, with all the weaponized weather, with all the political theater, that we still pay attention to the digital ID front and center. And for people out there that don't understand what the digital ID is and how they're doing these little things subtly to mess with you into getting you to comply with the digital ID, let me explain it to you. So if you haven't noticed, a lot of the noise that you're going to continue to hear about this fake election that's coming up is, of course, the psyop that's going to come out of it in regards to illegals voting, whose vote counted where people here rigging the votes, with Russia involved, votes, the votes weren't accurately counted, certain states, right? This is a narrative we've heard for about 10 years now, right? That narrative is important, and the reason it's important is this is how they're going to convince both sides of getting on board with the digital ID. You're not going to hear the alt-right media push back on the digital ID. You're not going to hear this stuff explained to you anywhere in the media because they want you to comply. That is why you constantly hear stories like, hey, iPhone users are warned as new email password stealing attacks have been reported. All of these hacking stories all tie in to the digital ID. That's why we hear it every day. People getting locked into their bank accounts, people's IDs getting stolen, these phishing scams that are supposedly happening where people are having, think that they're speaking with Keanu Reeves online, people posting anonymously on forums. We can't figure out who they are. They're leading friends, people like me who post anonymously. Well, we need a digital ID so we can track and monitor everything on the internet because we have people putting ideas out there that could be dangerous, right? We have people who are saying certain things, pretending to be people that they're not. We need to have a digital ID. They need to convince everybody of that. Do we actually need a digital ID? Of course not. A digital ID ties in my belief, with the coming mark of the beast. So there's stories out there like this, the war on passwords, and it being one step closer to finally ending. And you may have noticed in some account, I talked about this recently, any account that you have, I'm sure you've noticed that it's getting more and more irritating to log into the account. That's being done deliberately. For me personally, when I log in to upload any of these types of videos on any platform, I have to give a phone number. They want a phone number, even if it's a burner phone, right? These are all transitional things where it used to just be you put in a password. Now they're pushing you towards this thing called a passkey, and you're going to see Amazon push you towards it. You're going to see Facebook push you towards it. You're going to see all things that you thought were convenient start pushing you towards it. In fact, convenient things like when you would normally log in and have your password autofill, right? You would click, it would autofill your password. It's your Google Chrome or whatever account you use for your internet browser. Those days are going to be gone because the passkey is what they need to start implementing biometrics. So for people out there that don't know how this works with these passkeys, if you've seen it pop up and you constantly push the skip button where it says you can skip it for now, because they're getting you prepared for it, where eventually you log into your account and you're not going to be allowed into an account that you depend on, like your bank account, like your Amazon Prime account, or your Amazon account, like your Facebook account, like your email account, right? These are all ways that people shop and communicate now. So they've waited for you to become so dependent on it that it's a normal part of your day-to-day life. You know what to do to go on your computer and log on. But you're not going to get rid of it if they tell you that you need to transfer over to biometric data. You're going to have an option to make. You're going to have a choice to make. You're either going to go along with giving your thumbprint or your retina scan, or you're not going to use your email account anymore. That's what they're setting you up for. They're literally setting you up for a standoff where they draw the line in the sand. They say you come and you go. And most people, of course, will go along with this. Now, passkeys are very similar to blockchain. Passkeys will allow users to authorize operations online without needing a wallet application. And the way that you'll operate your passkey is going to be either a Face ID or a Touch ID. At the moment, I believe that they do still give you a PIN number option, but this is going to eventually be only biometrics. They are forcing people in without them realizing it. People are just slowly getting used to them, putting up little walls between them logging into their accounts every single day. And eventually you're going to say, look, in March of 2025, you're going to have to use a passkey, so get ready for it. So then by the time March comes, nobody does it yet, then they suddenly lock you out of your account. You say, I got to get into my email, I can't live, I got to get in there, I got to get into this account and that account. And they'll say, look, it's real simple. Your phone that you own is already set up because we've gotten rid of all those flip phones and forced you into these newer phones deliberately. Your phone's already set up for you to do it. All you got to do is look right in that camera lens and let us scan your face or put your little thumbprint on your phone screen, and that'll take care of the rest for you. People will do it once without hesitation. It'll suddenly become normal living with biometrics to log in and out of places. This will include stores. All of this stuff is eventually to get this embedded inside of your body. It's going to be more than just you scanning your code. Your whole body is going to be capable of being scanned. In fact, in some cases, it already is. And that brings me to this thing that I covered a couple of years ago, where Vice wrote an article about the plan to put Bitcoin in mouse DNA with a genetically engineered virus. Does that sound familiar to anybody out there? A genetically engineered virus and then getting Bitcoin inside of people's DNA, inside of their genetic code. In fact, Stephen Colbert did a little bit on his late night show, which is not a comedy show, it's just late night propaganda, where, of course, he joked about how insane this notion is to desensitize the audience, because eventually that is where we're headed. Here is a clip from that.
There's a plan to put Bitcoin in mouse DNA with a genetically engineered virus. Here's the plan. The Bitcoin wallet can only be accessed using its private keys. They will buy some Bitcoin by editing the mouse's genetic code to carry the private key that controls the Bitcoins.
So of course they make light of it, because that's how you desensitize people to it. You joke about the notion of having blockchain or Bitcoin embedded inside of your body, because it sounds like a crazy notion, but as time goes on, and you continue to hear about the dangers of this, the dangers of that, how safe this is, how people are starting to go in this direction, and actually have their digital wallets implemented in their digital ID, and instead of having it on your phone, it's suddenly underneath your skin inside of your body. Because remember, Nokia talking about how 6G, eventually the phone is inside of you. The phone is no longer in your pocket. The phone is no longer held up to your ear. There will be lots of different ways that they push propaganda to convince you of getting the phone inside of your body, just like they're doing now with getting you to transition from typing in a password into giving your biometric data.
Matrix. Control. The Matrix is a computer-generated dream world built to keep us under control in order to change a human being into this.
Sure, you will have such a good digital twin that you'll be.
Who said you could ask me out? Do you even have an ability?
What?
My last boyfriend was a level 3. You think I'd slum it with a level 1 loser like you?
I only asked you for your number because we're lab partners.
Unbelievable.
Someday, I'll be strong enough to stand up to my bullies. Hopefully this can change my This is my place. It's not much, but it's home. My whole life fits inside this suitcase. I lost everything in the war.
Quintella, I have some bad news. It's about your parents.
Where are they? What happened?
They saved a lot of lives, but they wanted you to have this.
Aliens burned the world, killed my family, and all I got was this stupid book. A book that's impossible to open. Still, my parents must have left it to me for a reason. Answers. Okay, so far no reaction. I don't know why I keep trying. Damn it! It's like my parents wanted to taunt me with an ability book from beyond the grave. They could have at least left instructions. What the hell is happening?
Congratulations. You have been granted the vampire system.
Hello?
Upload complete.
What happened last night? Wait. No way. I can see the whole room? How? Was it? The book. It's gone. Think, Quinn. Try to remember what happened. Menu.
Main menu.
Who said that? What is all this? This thing. It's controlled by my thoughts. A skills tab? Oh, it's like one of those old gaming systems. Did this come from a book?
Ability books can be absorbed for additional XP.
So my parents did leave me an ability book. Oh, yeah! But I don't feel any different. It just seems like an old gaming interface. Okay, if you're a computer, do you have any information about my parents?
Systems are often disregarded as simple computers, but with the right user, they can become quite powerful once leveled up.
Cool. I'll play your game. So how do I level up?
Drink 2 liters of water.
2 liters for 5 XP. That's it? I can definitely do that. My stomach feels like it's gonna burst.
Challenge complete. 5 experience points rewarded.
At least I know the system works now. Hopefully if I keep doing quests, I'll level up and get stronger.
Quintella,
Hello?
we've been waiting outside 5 minutes already.
What?
Don't play dumb with me. It's draft day, boy. Time for you to head to military school.
That's right. How could I forget? The war with the Dalki wiped out most of the population. Now, like every student age 16, I'm required to attend military school for 2 years. No one expects the peace deal with the Dalki to last. Neither do I. It's so bright. What's happening to me?
You okay, son? You're not gonna try to...
Reduced to 50% during direct sunlight.